Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. 18 by 24 inch canvas. I'm going to use some, actually, I'm going to use a little bit of white and then I'm going to go for the black. I just want some paint on the canvas. I don't know what I'm going to do. I figure worst case scenario it's a background. Also, I might get gray. That was Mead and Black mixed with Floetrol and GAC 800. I do need to move bottles in order to turn my canvas. And I don't mind weird little marks, which is a good thing because I got them in my spatula off so I can do the white. Thinking about using some poinsettia. Sorry about my head. I know I just nudged that camera. Before I reach the edge, I want to stop my spatula so I can take the blade of paint that I've accumulated and move it to a new spot. Not sure how this is going to work, but I know that if I start, I got a better shot at finishing. Let's see what happens when I do that. Oh, it covers it right up, sort of. It leaves some of it behind. That is Tuscan Sun. It's a Prizm pour that they're not going to make anymore. Unfortunately. I wanted a substantial amount of orange. No paint chips, please. But I haven't put any orange in yet. And I hid the orange on myself. Why? Oh, there it is. Not that hard to find. This is some strong stuff. You can make these colors with the Purely Pigments and the Vivid Intenses also. Now, those of you who know me are expecting the dancing fuchsia, and you should, because it's coming. This is a Purely Pigment. The Orange Crush, I don't know if I mentioned, was another Prizm pour. That's making me want purple. What have I got for purple? I've got Red Violet, Vivid Intense. Which makes me want Blue Flame. But I've got a new Purely Pigment, which is Oriental Blue. Obviously I used a cap from another bottle and got something on my tip. There's going to be more of that, I can tell you now. Put my caps someplace I can find them. Oh, big paint chip. Bottle of 24 karat gold in my way. I've just been called to some Midnight Shadow. which I like to use, mix my colors up. I.e., whatever's on the spatula is fair game for adding something of interest. Now I'm being called to Royal Sapphire, which is a lovely turquoise. But it hasn't been used in a little while, so I'm going to make sure to shake it. And I'm going to grab the African Violet. They're both Prizm Pours. Hopefully I can turn this. Yes, mostly. I think I'm going to take a little more of the Vivid Intense. It's a titanium white. I'm not sure you can see this corner that I'm working on. I accidentally used some white that was supposed to be cell activated. That would be cool. I really don't care at this point. I'm going to go for more red Violet-VIF Intense and add on some blue flame. I want that paint off of there before I do that. I'm trying to get myself to mix paints on the canvas more and more. I want more yellow. The canvases are triple primed with white paint before I get them, so I don't really worry too much. I think more Dancing Fuchsia is in order. And then I gotta contemplate whether I'm advanced far enough so that I can do a little mark making. That's more Orange Crush. If you've been watching, you probably know that. It's time to be careful or I'll make mud. Still hearing more of the Oriental blue. But then I heard yellow and didn't use it, so you can't necessarily go by that. It's going to be over there. I'll try the blue flame and see what happens. I'm going to wipe off my spatula before I get muck. Hopefully. Now I have silicone rubber brushes, and I haven't brought them into this yet. And I didn't use that African Violet, but I am kind of having a lot of fun. I'm thinking maybe some more white over there. Kind of want to put it right on my spatula. It's probably more than I need. I started out saying I was going to use poinsettia and never did it, but it's time now for me to contemplate whether I'm going to do that or not. I think I'm going to use a scrape dish, get rid of my excess. A little more red violet, and maybe now's the time. African violet, Prizm Pour. Might bring some more midnight shadow back. Now if I'm going to really use that poinsettia, where am I going to put it? I also pulled out my Alizarine rose, which I would love to use. Maybe the Alizarine rose before poinsettia. Let's see what happens when I put some over here. Helps if you open the bottle. Oh, I love that color. Gosh, I do. As soon as I notice I have an interesting configuration of colors on my spatula, like just now, I'm often interested in taking a chance and using them, and I'm not minding what I'm getting. But I wish I hadn't put the midnight shadow away, and it's got to be right here in front of me. I found it! Let's grab one of these little tools. See where it takes us. I just go where the feeling takes me. I'm not so sure that I'm not close to done, but I say that all the time and then I change my mind. And I'm probably not. More midnight shadow. I'll play until the timer goes off. Sorry about my head. I kind of want to put some white down and play with it, but I'm going to take my midnight shadow and clean it off my... I can call it a brush, it's not a spatula. I do like removing paint, putting it down again. I also love using my tools. Always makes me nervous first though. And then I'm going to use my residuals. Kind of want some purple, but I didn't leave a deep enough puddle for myself to use anywhere. But I can drag into that black. And if I don't like it, I can make it go away. Because there's no particular rules to this game. Except for when I use Dancing Fuchsia, it needs to be over some kind of lighter color or it doesn't... Well, I can't say that's absolutely true, but it works best over white. I'm not sure where to go from here. I could let things dry and come back again, or I could just keep playing. I have white that is not with the top open. It feels like it's in need of a declog. Okay. Give myself one more minute to play for a sec. And I'm going to grab one of my tools. And if you can't find these tools, it's because they're spatula heads. I'm going to move that down first. And up. Fortunately, nobody will know if you don't tell them that I did that. With the exception of that little spot right there. I want more black. I'm thinking of using some more white, but I'm also so attracted to this Alizarine rose. And I'm very tempted to use one of my small acetate tools, because I don't think it's going to hurt anything. A little more up there, I think. I do pretty good for somebody with almost no space to work in. I want some gold. And I've got that Decor Americana 24 karat gold. I also have some silver, but I think I'm going to go with the gold. I've got black stuff on my brush, but I think I can get away with it. The fun thing about mark making is it's all about texture. I'm not sure I'm in love with that, but I'm not done yet either, and I've got some black that I want off my brush. I still think I might want some white. If it'll come out. Come on out. Wipe off my tool. Never a bad idea. Okay, I was going to do something and I'm not sure exactly. I'm going to try something. I actually filed down the points on one of my little tools, but I can't find the tool that I did it to. But this will work. I do stuff thinking if I have to, I can cover it up. So I don't think I'm always taking the ultimate risk. Because I will go back and smear things if I want to. I'm thinking I want a little bit of, maybe not orange crush, maybe some yellow with a little bit of orange in it. I like that. Let's do a little tiny bit more here. I actually have that color right here already, sort of, kind of. I don't know if I'm perfectly happy with this down here. So let me see what I've got. I've got a smaller tool. And I've got black. Again, which I like. I think I like it messy better than I liked it neat. Not 100% on that. Am I ready to call it done? I don't think so. I wanted more orange, so that's what I'm going to do. Never did use any saffron, which is usually my go-to. I want a little more blue, and I don't know why. And I think I ought to call it done really soon. I was going to smear that, but I might leave it. I also might smear it. Yeah, I like that. I want some more. Just a touch of red violet. Right there. That's the ticket. I didn't do an awful lot of mark making, but I really like this piece, so as soon as I say I'm done, this time, hopefully that'll mean I'm done. Is there any place else I need something? Oh, there's some nice color there. No, I'm done. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching longer. My email address is easpb and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com if you'd like to inquire in artwork. Linked here you'll find Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, a couple of my websites, my Amazon link. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 of my books are on the Amazon link because I can, and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. Thank you. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to the members. Thank you to those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to keep me painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and you inspire me always. My paint pouring recipes below show more. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.